Alrighty, and we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Benny and the Booth podcast. Just gonna get everything set up and we'll be ready to go. Hope everyone's day's going well, week's going well. Uh, I was at Cubs Mets on Sunday. We'll talk about that game. I didn't have any notes from it, but I'll review that game. Also, I've got an update for my next couple games, and honestly, probably what might make a vlog out of. So we'll get into that in a moment. All right, that's all set up. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Benny and Booth podcast. Thank you all so much for the support to this point. I very much do appreciate it. So beyond Sunday's games that I was at for Cubs Mets on Mother's Day, which happy late Mother's Day. Kind of late to say that, not really a thing late, but whatever. Either way, my next few games are going to be I'm doing Chicago. I'm going to be in Chicago. That also leads me June 17th on Tuesday, June 17th. I'm going to be in Chicago. So that week, either I do an episode Wednesday or Thursday, or I don't do an episode at all. And the tricky part is I have a wedding then, so on Sunday, so it's gonna be tricky with notes. So I'm gonna have to see whether I'm gonna do an episode that week, or I might not do an episode and skip the week. But I will let you guys know once we get closer to, anyways. But at the moment, I'm not sure. But I'm hitting 3 games in Chicago. I'm going to Cubs Pirates on Thursday, Friday, June 12th, 13th. And for the first time since I moved from Chicago to New York in the end of 2011, I'm going to be going to the White Sox for a game, which, yes, I'm aware they are not a very good team at the moment. But I'm more going because I haven't been there in a really long time, and I'm down to go back even if they suck and probably will get blown out. But I'm going to be, and then that White Sox game is going to be Tuesday, June 17th against the St. Louis Cardinals. So I'm excited. And honestly, I'm considering making a vlog out of it, doing both in one trip, but I have to see. But we'll see what happens. But I'm excited for that one. I was at Cubs Mets on Sunday. Honestly, pretty good game overall. Got a pretty good close game early stages. Both Boyd and Canning pitched pretty good both sides. Problem was just Cubs bullpen blew it all in the 11th inning, or not 11th, 8th inning, and that's what cost the Cubs the game. Just checking something. Okay. So that I did get. Orioles, Twins, Phillies, Cardinals. Okay. I'm realizing. Let's do this. Oh, sorry. NFL schedule comes out tomorrow, not today. That was today. But there are parts of the NFL schedule that got revealed for this year. We'll dive into that. But let's start off. We have Immaculate Grid today. A's all-starter and lifted 3 yards. Tuesday across going down. Royals, Nationals, and Cleveland. So A's and Royals. Billy Butler comes to mind, and I don't see anything I'm going to go with him. I was not expecting him to be that high. 10%. Okay, wow. A's Nationals. I go Sean Doolittle. I know he fits both. Adam Dunn fits both. He probably wouldn't be a common answer. I don't know if that many people know about him as a 1%. I will take that. A's Cleveland. Swisher played for both. Damon played for both. I'm gonna go Swisher. 3%. I will take that. Okay. Royals All Star. Speaking of Johnny Damon, any chance he was All Star uh with Royals or A's? He didn't make an All Star game until 2002, so scratch that. Royals All Star. Assuming you didn't. I don't know. Pull. Yep, no. What about you? No, that was recent. Uh, I doubt this, but yeah, no. Come back to it. Nationals All Star. Imagine Andre Dawson for sure did as an expo. Yep, 5%. I'll take that. Cleveland All Star. Damon, I doubt it. Swisher might have maybe, but probably not. I think his Drupal did. 0.4%. I will take that. Kansas City Royal All Star. Who would have been an All Star for the Kansas City Royals? Oh, pretty sure I imagine you does. Yeah, 0.6%. I will take that. Royals less than 3 RA season. I imagine this dude for sure did, given how good he was with Kansas City. He did 5%. I will take that. Okay. National. Would Drew Storen have? 1%. I will take that. Cleveland. Cody Allen. Yes, 0.7%. I will take that. So total rarity score was 30. I did not have any of the top answers, so that's definitely a plus. One moment. So full correct answers for A's and Royals, 28% is Johnny Damon. Royals All-Star at 14% is George Brett. Royals less than 3 RA season, 28% is Zach Greinke. Nationals A's at 18% is Sean Doolittle. Nationals All-Star at 22% is Bryce Harper. National less than 3 RA season at 27% is Max Scherzer. Cleveland A's at 18% is Garver Crisp. I forgot he played for both underratedly. Guardian and All-Star at 16% is Jose Ramirez, and Guardian at 15% is Bob Feller. So that was Immaculate Grid. So let's switch to Daily Walkoff. So this is going to be an interesting one. So the 3 categories are batting right, bats left, switch hitter, and 2023 top 5 in hits. Think those are probably going to be the top 5 in hits. Castro, I know, is a switch hitter. I believe Marwin's switch. Honestly, let's submit this and see where this gets me. Okay, Flip Castro and Kepler is 2023 now fully correct. Yes, Flip Pierzynski and Simmons and Castino and Hollins. And now almost fully correct is Flip Hollins and Kepler. And now fully correct with the Twins, a walk-off double, though, with getting it out. Full correct answers for the Twins: bats right, Chuck Knobloch, Andrelton Simmons, John Castino. Bats left, AJ Pierzynski, Ben Revere, Max Kepler. Switch hitter, Dave Hollins, Marwin Gonzalez, Gene Larkin. And 2023 top 5 in hits, Willie Castro, Edward Julian, and Donovan Solano. And then the second team would be the Padres. So same category: Xander Bogaerts, Khalil Green, Fernando Tatis Jr., Justin Upton, Roberto Alomar, Ozzie Smith, Yonder Alonso, Alan Wiggins, Kevin McReynolds, Wally Joyner, Juan Soto, Ramon Vasquez. I am guessing these three are the 2023, and I just want to make sure because that will give me a lot to work with. I am correct. Let's put these four because that'll at least give me an idea of what three then I have to swap into what category. I think that's actually going to be, fully correct. So walk-off triple with an out. Full correct answers: batting right, Justin Upton, Khalil Green, Kevin McReynolds; batting left, Yonder Alonso, Ramon Vasquez, Wally Joyner; switch hit, Roberto Alomar, Alan Wiggins, Ozzie Smith; and 2023 top 5 in hits, Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Xander Bogaerts. That is it for daily walk-off. And now just go to the NFL schedule release page so I can show you the NFL games that have already come out for next season. So the few games that have already been released, we know that week 1 season opener is going to be Eagles hosting the Cowboys. We also know week 10 Monday Night Football is going to be Eagles. Bears are hosting Black Friday games. Going to be Eagles Bears. Saturday, December. Oh, I think this is the Saturday doubleheader on Fox on December 20th is going to be Eagles Commanders and. Hold on, I did not mean to click that. And Packers Bears, and then the Xmas or Christmas game is Broncos Chiefs. But not the only games that have been revealed. International games, we know most of the matchups, or except for one where we just know one of the teams, not the other. The Brazil game we know is going to involve the Chargers. We do not know who they're playing. The Dublin, Ireland game is going to be Vikings-Steelers on September 28th. And the following week, literally, the Vikings are traveling to London to take on the Browns, which great, the Browns are playing a London game, but I hate that it's the Vikings, given the last time they played the Vikings in London was the 0-16 season, and you could probably guess who won that game. And if you can't, well, look it up. I ain't going to talk about it. The second one game will be a Sunday, October 12th between the Broncos and Jets. The third and last one will be Rams and Jaguars on the 19th of October. The Germany game will be Sunday, November 9th between the Falcons and the Colts. And the Madrid-Spain game will be Sunday, November 16th between the Commanders and the Dolphins. Oh, yeah, YouTube is broadcasting the Brazil game. I'm trying to think, is there any other ones? No, that's it for now. But the schedule comes out soon anyway, so you'll be able to see teams' full schedules pretty soon. And I will talk about it on next week's episode of the podcast, not this week's. So, yeah, that's the story. And now, MLB Weekly Recap. Hold on. Excuse me. So, from May 6th, Giants beat the Cubs 14-5 in 11 innings. 9-run 11th for the Giants is the most in extra inning in franchise history. Also, the plus 9 run differential is tied for the 4th largest extra inning win in the last 125 seasons, behind July 3rd, 1983 Rangers plus 12, July 26th, 1928 Yankees plus 11, June 21st, 1969 Minnesota Twins, and May 15th, 1919 Reds 10 plus 10, and tied with August 16th, 2009 Angels, July 8th, 1973 Red Sox, August 24th, 1947 Reds, August 5th, 1933 Guardians, and July 23rd, 1923 Chicago Cubs. Marlins beat the Dodgers 5-4 in 10 innings. Sorry. Shohei Ohtani solo run in the sixth is his 10th homer this season. Marks 10 home runs, 10 stolen bases at the time, which makes him the 12th time and 11th player to get 10 home runs, 10 stolen bases in the team's first 36 games of the season, joining 2005 Brian Roberts, 2004 Carlos Beltran, 1997 Larry Walker, 1996 Barry Bonds, 1998 and 1988 and 1990 Jose Canseco, 1987 Eric Davis, 1981 Andre Dawson, 1970 Carl Yastrzemski, 1967 Lou Brock, and 1922 Ken Williams. Yankees beat the Padres 12-3. Austin Wells game-tying RBI single. And grand slam homer in the 10-run seventh makes him tied for third most RBIs in an inning since 1969 behind October 4th, 2009 A-Rod 7 in the sixth inning and September 12th, 2006 Bobby Braves 6th in the first inning, and tied with April 18th, 2005 Tino Martinez in the second and April 11th, 1987 Don Mattingly in the seventh. Diamondbacks beat the Mets 5-1. Juan Soto's leadoff walk in the ninth is his 798th walk of his career before turning 27, passing Mickey Mantle for the most in MLB history. He also has more walks before turning 20, 79, 21, 187, 23, 273, 24, 508, 25, 640, 26, 769, and 27, 798. That's it for May 5th, May 6th. For May 7th, the Mariners beat the A's 6-5. Seattle now has won 9 straight series, their longest such streak since winning 15 in a row during the 2001 season. Their 22-14 start is their second best start to a season through 36 games since 2003, when they also started 22-14. Who's there? I'm in the middle of doing something right now. Can you come back? Can you come back in like a few minutes? And FYI, if you're wondering, that streak has ended as the Mariners got swept by the Blue Jays over the weekend, so that streak ended there, but still historic. And then Mets beat the Diamondbacks 7-1. Juan Soto's solo home run in the sixth and the eighth makes it his 25th multi-homer game before turning 27, which is tied for second most such behind Jimmy Fox 26 and tied with Mel Ott, Eddie Matthews, and A-Rod. May 8th, Tigers won game 1 10-1, and then game 2 11-1. Game 1 10-2, game 2 11-1 over the Colorado Rockies. First time Detroit scored 10 plus runs in both ends of a doubleheader since August 31st, 1947, and 11-2 and 10-1 wins at the St. Louis Browns, now Baltimore Orioles. Last MLB team to do so is Miami on June 1st, 2022, and 14-1 and 13-12 win and loss at the Colorado Rockies. First time Detroit has won by 8 plus runs in both ends of a doubleheader since August 30th, 1953, in a 9-run differential, an 8-run differential win versus the Philadelphia Athletics. Now just the A's. Last MLB team to do so is Houston on August 11th, 2016, in an 8-run differential in both games and wins versus Minnesota. First time Detroit have at least a share of the best record in baseball in May or later, excluding 2020, since May 23rd, 2014. That was at the time. I don't know if they. I'll actually check. 27-15. They are tied for the second best. Dodgers are best by 1 loss. So close, but not fully standing still. That mark. From May 9th. From May 9th, Tigers beat the Rangers 2-1. Tariq Skubal's 12 strikeouts in 7 innings and 32 swings and misses is tied for the third most swings and misses in a game since 2008, including a postseason, behind September 6th, 2020, Jacob deGrom, August 1st, 2016, Danny Duffy, and September 2nd, 2015, Clayton Kershaw's 35, and June 18th, 2023, Lance Lynn. 2019 ALDS Game 2, Garrett Cole. And April 22nd, 2023, Shane McClanahan. May 11th, 2016, Max Scherzer's 33, and tied with May 12th, 2023, Spencer Strider. May 22nd, 2023, Shane McClanahan. September 1st, 2021, Garrett Cole. And June 6th, 2021, Patrick Sandoval. Also marks 50 strikeouts and 1 walk in the last 6 starts for him, making him the 6th pitcher to do so in the last 125 seasons, joining 2021 Garrett Cole twice, 2021 Corbin Burns, 2019 Darvish twice, 2015 Max Scherzer, 2002 Kurt Schilling, and 2000 Pedro Martinez. Royals beat the Red Sox 2-1 in 11 innings with Michael Lorenzo's 7 shutout innings. Kansas City Royals starting pitchers have had 3 consecutive scoreless starts of 7+ innings pitched. This is the second time in Royals history they've had 3 straight such starts. Joining June 21st to 23rd, 1989, Brett Saberhagen, Luis Aquino, and Mark Kubica. This ended the very next day. The very next day, as Reagans went only 3 innings, giving up 4 runs. Yankees beat the A's 10-2. Jason Dominguez had a 3-homer game with a solo home run on the 3rd, back-to-back with Goldie, and a solo home run on the 7th, and a grand slam homer in the 8th, which at 22 years old, 91 days, he is the youngest player in Yankees history with a 3-homer game. That's it for May 9th. For May 10th, Rangers beat the Tigers 10-3. Jacob deGrom's 10 strikeouts in 4 innings is the fourth time he's done so in his MLB career. Which is tied for second most since 1961, behind Randy Johnson's 5 and tied with Nolan Ryan. Padres shut out the Rockies 21-0. Stephen Kolek complete game shutout, 5 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, is tied for the largest shutout win by a pitcher's individual shutout since 1900 with August 14th, 1939, Red Ruffing the Yankees, and September 15th, 1901, Ed Seaver with the Tigers. Also is tied for 4th largest win in a pitcher's individual shutout, behind August 21st, 1883, Old Hoss Radburn for the Providence Grays, 28-0. June 28th, 1887, Charlie J. Ferguson for the Phillies, and May 27th, 1885, Mickey Welch for the New York Giants, 24-0, and July 6th, 1883, Will White for the Reds, 23-0, and tied with Ruffing and Seaver, both 8 innings from the previous stat, and May 7th, 1889, Silver King for the St. Louis Browns. Shutout win is tied for the second largest shutout win for a team since 1900, behind August 31st, 2004, Cleveland, and September 16th, 1975, San Diego Padres, 22-0, and tied with April 23rd, 2022, Chicago Cubs, and April 13th, 1939, New York Yankees, and September 15th, 1901, Detroit Tigers. That's it for May 11th. The Rangers beat the Tigers 6-1. Josh Jung became the 6th brothers to play each other on Mother's Day, joining May 9th, 2021, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Yu Uriel. May 11th, 2003, Gilbert and Orlando Cabrera. May 11th, 1997, Vlad Sr. and Wilton Guerrero. Vlad Guerrero Sr. and Wilton Guerrero. 14th, 1989. I got the months wrong. Until Otis Nixon and Donald Nixon, May 9th, for some reason put November, but it'd be May because Mother's Day is always May. May 9th, 1982, Hector and Jose Cruz. May 11th, 1980, Joe Niekro and Phil Niekro. Yankees beat the A's 12-2. Aaron Judge through 40 games has 14 home runs, a 409 batting average, which is his 4th highest batting average, with 14 plus home runs in the team's first 40 games, behind 1956 Mickey Mantle's 430, 1932 Jimmy Fox's 425, and 2001 Manny Ramirez's 412. Also, his 3rd highest batting average in the team's first 40 games in Yankees history under the current qualification rules, behind 1994 Paul O'Neill 465 and 1956 Mickey Mantle's 430, and ahead of 1927 Lou Gehrig's 397. Almost done with the notes. Phillies shut out the Guardians 3-0. Kyle Schwarber solo home run in the second marks the 47th game on base streak since last season, which is fourth longest on base streak since 1910, behind 1981 to 1982 Mike Schmidt 56, 1930 Chuck Line 49, and 2000-2001 Bobby Braves 48. Also, his two-run homer in the eighth is his 18th multi-homer game since 2022, which is only behind Aaron Judge's 25 for the most since the start of 2022. Also is tied for sixth most multi-homer games in Phillies history, behind Mike Schmidt's 44, Ryan Howard 29, Chuck Line 23, Chase Utley 21, and Dick Allen 20. And tied with Pat Burrell, Zach Wheeler, 7 shutout innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. This is his 109th start of 6+ innings since the start of 2020 season, 13 more than anyone else in that span. Is also his 51st start of 7+ innings since the start of 2021, tying Framber Valdez and Logan Webb for the most in that span. That's it for May 11th. And then for May 12th, Diamondbacks beat the Giants 2-1. Corbin Carroll solo home run in the third and fifth, solo homers in the third and the fifth, marks 30 home runs since last season's All-Star break, which is the 5th most in that span, behind Aaron Judge 38, Shohei Ohtani 37, Kyle Schwarber 33, and Eugenio Suarez 32. That is it for the notes part of this week's episode of the recap. Standings update in the AL East, Yankees in first place at 24-17, followed by the 22-21 Red Sox, followed by the 20-20 Blue Jays, followed by the 18-22 Rays, followed by the 15-24 Orioles. For the AL Central, the Tigers in first place is 27-15, followed by the 24-17 Guardians, followed by the 25-18 Royals, followed by the 21-20 Twins, followed by the 12-29 White Sox. In the AL West, the Mariners in first place is 22-18, followed by the 21-20 A's, followed by the 21-21 Rangers, followed by the 20-20 Astros, followed by the 17-23 Angels. In the NL East, the Mets in first place is 27-15, followed by the 24-17 Phillies, followed by the 20-21 Braves, followed by the 17-25 Nationals, followed by the 15-25 Marlins. In the NL Central, the Cubs in first place is 24-18, followed by the 23-19 Cardinals, followed by the 20-22 Reds and Brewers, followed by the 18-28 Pirates. In the NL West, the Dodgers in first place, 27-14, followed by the 25-15 Padres, followed by the 24-18 Giants, followed by the 22-20 Diamondbacks, followed by the 7-34 Rockies. And that's the standings update. And as for today's games, there are 2 games that have been postponed due to rain. Orioles Twins got postponed, and Cardinals Phillies both got postponed. As for the games that are still going to be going on and will be starting pretty soon, Brewers at Guardians at 6:10, Quinn Priester against Logan T. Allen. Red Sox at Tigers at 6:40, Brian Bayo against Tyler Holton. White Sox at Reds at 6:40, Jonathan Cannon against Andrew Abbott. Rays at Blue Jays at 7:07, Shane Baz against Jose Barrios. Pirates at Mets at 7:10, Mitch Keller against Kodai Senga. Nationals at Braves at 7:15, Mike Soroka against Spencer Schwellenbach. Marlins at Cubs at 7:40, Vincente Beloso against Ben Brown. Rockies at Rangers at 8:05, Kyle Freeland against Jack Leiter. Royals at Astros at 8:10, Chris Bubick against Framber Valdez. Angels at Padres at 9:40, Jose Soriano against Dylan Cease. Yankees at Mariners at 9:40, Max Fried against Brian Wu. Diamondbacks at Giants at 9:45, Brandon Pfaadt against Robbie Ray. And then A's at Dodgers at 10:10, Jeffrey Springs against Landon Knack. And that's it for this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're new on YouTube, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and the information button so when I go live and post a video. If you're new to audio, follow the podcast, leave a review, and notification button when I post on there. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next week's episode 171. Bye-bye.